Hi, Assalamualaikum. We will present about factors influencing the implementation of activity-based costing, which is a study on Malaysian SMEs.
Assalamualaikum. My name is ATHENA SOPHIA binti ABDUL KAHAR. My matric number is 272251. I will present the introduction of implementation of ABC. According to Cooper and Kaplan, activity-based costing is a management accounting technique that assigns cost to products and services based on the resources they consume. ABC approach to the costing and monitoring of activities that involve tracing resources and costing of final output. Thus, focus attention on cost driver is the activities that cause cost to increase. As the manufacturing sector experiences technological in automation and robotics, the traditional volume-based in manufacturing cost sector has changed into ABC method. Besides innovation and technology increase, the globalization of products and services have created a competitive business environment that requires data to be identified accurately and must be relevant to the cost and performance of the organization activities. There are four generations of ABC. Firstly, ABC appears as an accurate costing system as cost, profit drivers, and tool used for activity-based management. In the second generation, it was being applied in a multi-industry that used as an extended value chain and as a predictive model in process analysis. In the third generation of ABC, it became a sustainable enterprise system in many industries. Lastly, it provides integrated performance management solution and was used as an analytical tool. Some of the benefits of the ABC system include better job allocation of overhead expenditure as it doesn't group costs that are spread out across many different activities. ABC provides management with a way to have continuous improvement, help to identify cost, profit enhancement opportunities subsequently and leading to a better company profitability. Although the implementation and success of ABC can be seen in multinational companies such as automotive manufacturer SMEs have also started implementing in ABC method, especially in the wine industry and a good shop. SME size and business structure allows them to be flexible, innovative, and gain a competitive advantage. Malaysia was generated by SMEs and has enacted various policies to promote SME development and improve performance by providing financial assistance and training in technical aspects. Furthermore, SMEs have taken practical steps in implementing management accounting practice, such as ABC to improve accuracy of costing, pricing, and planning, but there is still lack of information on the factors affecting the implementation of ABC among SMEs, especially in Malaysia. The external environment is one of the important factors that promote the usage of ABC in SMEs as market competition can play an important role in encouraging SMEs to use the ABC system. They face familiar forms of complexity and may be prone to failure, and hence better resources allocation together with a timely, accurate, and reliable costing method is needed. The use of the ABC system has allowed SMEs to achieve cost saving and transparency in their operation, especially when these companies strive to attain competitive. Another important factor that may contribute to the implementation of ABC in SMEs is the user attitude that may have inconsistent opinion about the ABC system in SMEs due to the lack of education and awareness. Nevertheless, with the government support and training, the user attitude toward the implementation of ABC may become positive. Furthermore, the implementation of the ABC system may also be the result of companies incorporating their objective of gaining competitive advantage as SMEs continue to grow bigger. Another factor that may have an effect on the implementation of ABC is the company size. Larger firms may have a greater resources to allow the successful implementation. ABC would be beneficially and valuable to SMEs if implemented and used correctly under the right condition. Thank you.
My name is Anis Melisali binti Haniff, number matric 272276. I will present about the literature review and hypothesis development of the implementation of activity-based costing. These are the relationship between the implementation of activity-based costing. The relationship between the external environment and the implementation activity-based costing is external environment can define as the force outside the organization such as market, competition, and perceived environmental uncertainty that uh, influence an organization day-to-day activities. It also become competitive in the era of the globalization, there is a growing awareness and on importance of activity-based costing in SMEs. According to the research by the BINTI, stated that the level of the external environment was found to be a contributing factor in the implementation of the success of the activity-based costing system. So the result of the hypothesis development is there is a significant positive relationship between the external environment and the implementation of the activity-based costing in Malaysia SMEs. Second one of the relationship between the implementation of the activity-based costing is cost-saving mechanism. Okay, for the cost-saving mechanism can define as a tool used by the company to save money through the reduction of the expenses associated with the activities of the company. Some research found that the cost saving through SME intention to save costs could be leading factor for the implementation of the activity-based costing. Besides, other other research of James study who is studied in Jamaica on commercial and merchant bank found that the ability of the activity-based costing assists in cost control and saving allowed for the implementation of activity-based costing. So, as the result of the hypothesis development for the cost-saving mechanism is significant positive for the implementation of the activity-based costing. Third one of the relationship between user attitude and the implementation of activity-based costing. User attitude can define as individual positive or negative feeling associated with the performing a specific behavior. According to the research stated that the pressuring by management to change user attitude uh, and encourage employees to learn and grow for the purpose of self-improvement would lead to the successful implementation of activity-based costing system, such as in management. In management, there are they have a lack of cooperation among the worker and the boss, so which is effect on the implementation activity-based costing. So as the result for the hypothesis development is there is significant positive relationship between user attitude, and the implementation of the activity-based costing system in Malaysia SMEs. The last one for the relationship between company size and the implementation of activity-based costing. Company size can define as the number of the employees in the organization. Organization size can also be measured by the paid-up capital of the organization. So size is important factor that affecting the implementation of activity-based costing system. As the research has found that if the company had a greater resources and complete administration system, the better success rate with the implementation of the activity-based costing. Other research by FARHANA found that size size moderate company affected the impact of the activity-based costing on financial performance. So, as the result of the hypothesis development for the company size is significant positive relationship between company size and the implementation of the activity-based costing system in SMEs. That's it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is FARHANA binti Ahmad YAZID, number matrix 272211. Today, I want to present about research method and analysis data result based on our topic, which is factors influencing the implementation of activity-based costing or ABC. My part is research method. Research methods are the strategies, process, or techniques utilized in the collection of data or evidence for analysis in order to uncover new information or create better understanding of a topic. There are different types of research methods which use different tools for data collection. For our topic, there are two types of research method that was applied in the study. The first method is deductive approach using explanatory research. This method was applied in this study to establish the relationship between the variables. The sample of data was collected using a quantitative approaches. There are two types of quantitative approach, which is non-probability sampling method and purposive sampling technique. Data was collected from 200 respondents from SMEs in Selangor, Malaysia, who have begun implementing the ABC method and registered under the SME Corporation Malaysia. The second method is a self-administered questionnaire. This method was used to collect data from 200 respondents who held financial executive positions in these SMEs who are involved in the ABC implementation of their respective organization. The questionnaire was separated into two sections. The first of section required the respondent to provide information with regards to the number of full-time employees, average annual sales, and business duration of their organization, followed by the respondent education level. The second section of the questionnaire utilized several measures. The variable implementation of ABC and company size was measured using a 5-item scale. Next, I will talk about data and analysis results. A reliability test was conducted and it was found that reliability test of each of the variables in this study was more than 0.80. A linearity test was conducted to test the relationship of every independence variable to the dependence variable. The graphical method was used in this research to evaluate linearity. Okay, next slide is, as we can see, table 1 shows the profile of respondent organization. In this table, we have types, categories, frequency, and percent. It was found that the study produced randomized pattern indicating that the linearity assumption was met. For the descriptive data, we can see that the type is number of full-time employees, average annual sales, business duration, and education level of respondent. Okay, that's all from me. My friend will continue for this part. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is KAMARINA binti ALIAS. My metric number is 272275. My group topic are factors influencing the implementation of activity-based costing. Based on this slide, shows table 2% correlation test. The percent correlation R test was used to measure the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two variables. The value of R is always positive 1 and negative 1. The result of this table percent correlation test was the external environment was 0.717, cost saving mechanism 0.752, user attitude 0.710, company size 0.699. Based on this table, we can see that the external environment, cost saving mechanism, user attitude has a positive correlation implementation of activity-based costing, while company size have a highly positive correlation implementation of activity-based costing. Table 3 shows the model summary of the multiple regression analysis. Regression test was conducted for the general purpose of studying the association among the independent variables and dependent or creation variable. This study produced an R-square value of 0.816. This means that 81.6% of the total variance in the independent variable was explained by the total independent variable in the study. In this research, we can see that the amount of Durbin-Watson was 1.781, which is in the range 1 to 3. This shows that there is no autocorrelation problem among the residuals. Table 4 shows the analysis of variance ANOVA in this study. Based on the ANOVA analysis, the result of the significant value is 0.000, which is below 0.005. There is a significant relationship between each of the independent variable, which is the external environment, cost saving mechanism, user attitude, and company size. The F statistic was 97.482, indicating that the model of the study is thoroughly significant. Table 5 shows the result of the coefficient, while Table 6 shows the summary of the hypothesis result. The result of the coefficient shows the coefficient between the independent variable, which is the external environment, cost-saving mechanism, user attitude, and company size, and dependent variable implementation of activity-based costing are significant, all below 0.005. This indicates that the proposed research hypothesis can be accepted. I will continue my slide about the conclusion in this article. In this article, we can conclude that this research was conducted to study the relationship of the four factors, which is external environment, cost-saving mechanism, user attitude, and company size. Therefore, factors have a significant relationship on the implementation of activity-based costing among SMEs in Malaysia. I will explain one by one about these four factors, which is firstly, external environment. External environment creates awareness among the Malaysian government the accounting profession as well as public and private sector that appropriate policies. Secondly, cost-saving mechanisms. Encourage to incorporate cost-saving techniques like GIT and TQM to improve the success of the activity-based costing system. Thirdly, user attitude. Human capital development is essential for SMEs to provide them with the necessary knowledge, skills to employees to change user attitude and allow for a better usage of the implementation of activity-based costing. And the last factor is the company size. Company size grows and diversification takes place. It is important to implement ABC to better understand both customer and product profitability. My last slide are recommendation. As we know, recommendation are the suggestion of this article. In the article, we suggest that a future research should have a broader base population that includes other states in Malaysia. Secondly, leadership and technology advancement should be included as these factors may also have an effect on the implementation of activity-based costing in SMEs. And lastly, study to examine the importance of these factors on the implementation of ABCs in SMEs. The result will hopefully influence the government and policy makes that these factors are important to the implementation of activity-based costing among SMEs in Malaysia. Furthermore, the research believes that the result of this study will allow the economists and accountants to gain new knowledge on the factors that affect on implementation of ABC on SMEs. That's all from me. Thank you. That's all from our group. Thank you.